Alright, are you studying to take the RICA test? Well, I've been studying the past 2 weeks to take the RICA test, and I realized that there's only 2 RICA prep videos on YouTube. If there's more than that, I wasn't able to find them. I found it very surprising, so I wanted to add one more so that for all my friends out there who are studying for the RICA could possibly get some insight that I have gained throughout these past 2 weeks that I've been studying non-stop for the RICA. So now, I bought the book Ready for Revised RICA by James Zarillo, and I really liked it. It's a thin book, so I was able to complete the reading within a week. That's thorough reading, underlining, highlighting, and I feel like the good stuff starts at the end of the book, because that's really what helps put it all together. And he mentions on page 131 using the RICA topics as criteria for analysts. Okay, so now there's 12 main things you need to know before you step into the testing room to take the RICA. Now these 12 main things are as followed. Independent reading, you need to know everything about it. You need to know strategies for it. Phonological awareness and phonetic awareness. Again, everything about it, strategies for it. Concepts about print, letter recognition, phonics and sight words, syllabic and structural analysis, orthographic knowledge, spelling, fluency, vocabulary, academic language, background knowledge, and comprehension from any text to narrative to literacy text to expository text, informational text. All right. So now, with that being said, I love this. On page 131, that's the list. You got to memorize those all. And then for each one, like I said, you should know 2 strategies to help a student who is struggling with one of those concepts. All right, so concepts about print. If you get a written, one of your written assignments about a student who's struggling in concepts about print, well, they're going to ask you, what strategy are you going to use and why is it going to help that student? Well, the main one would be, model for the teacher modeling, for the shared book experience. So now you can find all of the main strategies right here in his book. Again, he wrote this book really well. So, concepts about print on page 126. Instruction, the shared book experience. Every little strategy that he feels works for that topic, he writes under the instruction. So now another one of the topics was letter recognition. So you go over to page 126, and then it tells you direct instruction with practice writing letters. So now, practice writing letters, he also states in the book, you should use multisensory techniques such as tactile and kinesthetic methods to help them. So I feel like there's just this book, I'm not only am I advertising his book because I think it's a really fantastic book, but I'm advertising and stressing the importance on memorizing those 12 topics, those main topics, and then coming up with 2 strategies per each topic. I really like the new vocabulary that I learned. I feel like I'm a brand new person after I've learned so much content. I feel like I'm really excited and glad that I actually did have to learn all this, because I think it really is definitely going to benefit my my teaching. So some words that I think that you should really make an emphasis on and make sure you know is prosody, P-R-O-S-O-D-Y. That means to speak with expression, pitch. Also, pitch is known as intonation, being able to rise in excitement and slow down. Anyways, so there's these words that I learned that are wonderful. And orthographic, never heard of orthographic knowledge. It's just the knowledge of being able to spell. So now, I suggest for all you students looking for some sort of helpful tips to study for the RICA is to use the Ready for the Revised RICA to just to concentrate on those 12 topics, which is every single one of his chapter. He breaks it down so perfectly, and to memorize those strategies, get strategies that make sense to you, and I think that you'll really enjoy yourself and you'll learn a lot.